Hello fellow humans, this is M Squad 1. Today I am back on HoboNation, and this might be the last time I ever record on here. Until next season, because this is the season finale, or at least probably. I'm going off to camp, and during my break though we'll be recording the UHC, and then we're going to be starting the season off. But this is probably going to be the last time I have time to record on here. Which kind of stinks because it's June 1st, and so, you know, how it is. So, what we're going to be doing today is, this is actually where we're going to start. Right over, right here. Okay, so, the 1st of November, I believe, the 1st of November it would have been, I got on this server for the first time, and I landed right here. And then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through each episode, what I did, and yeah, just to kind of show you what I've done. So we started here, we came down, we gave a tour of the server. So nothing happened on that episode. So episode 2, we started work on my house. So let's head over there and look at the house, and I'll kind of go through what I was thinking when I built each thing. Some things I worked on in several episodes, so I won't really count those. I'll talk about things once, probably, for the most part, if it was like back-to-back episodes. So let's head over to my house, which is right here. Okay, so first of all, guys, before I start talking about my house, I would like to say thank you so much for your support on this series. It's been great having you guys all watching and liking and disliking and favoriting and subscribing and stuff. It's really nice. I really appreciate it. But here we are. So this is the house that I built on episode 2. I don't think I had the roof or the windows in by the end of the episode. But here it is. I need to fix it. Wow, coughing. But I need to fix it. This is it. I mean, it looks pretty nice. When I was building it, I was kind of like, okay, so we'll build this, then I could build it right above, but I don't really want to do that. So I thought maybe if I build this part 1 out, it would work, but it didn't really. So I just kind of came up with this design. I think it looks pretty nice. I didn't have a plan, I just kind of started building. So that is how that was built. It's kind of been the centerpiece of this place, even though I really don't use it for much. Let's give a small tour of it. There's here. There's here. And I'm going to put a bed in here, just because there's always a bed in here, and I took it out. So, the next place is back over at spawn. Okay, so here we are, back at spawn. It's kind of weird that we just came from here. We had to go back. I kind of was flippity-floppity and how I did it. But, so if you guys remember, episode 3, right here, I decided I was going to build a restaurant. Now, if you look closely, there ain't no restaurant there. It was going to be a purple and birch restaurant. It actually looked pretty cool for what I was going for, but I lost inspiration in it pretty quickly, and just because it really wasn't a practical thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It kind of built, there's a lot of netherrack in this area because they built this up, and it looks very nice. But I have to be careful. So this was where the restaurant was going to be. That was episode 3. Yeah, I actually had a request to build a restaurant, but then I lost inspiration, and so I opted to build something else there. So now let's go into the nether and see if we can find one of the things that we did next. Next was episode number 4, where we built the ICE kits. That stands for in case of emergency. Where would one be? Oh, I know where one is. Don't want to go up there, but there's one up there. There's one, I think there's one this way. Yeah, there is, but it's really far away. Oh, there's one in this way. Okay, we'll go to this one. Because it's the closest and it won't give out any spoilers. I hope. So it is this way. Somewhere over here, yes. So this is an ICE kit. In case of emergencies, it had some obsidian and flint and steel so that you could uh, get your way out of the nether if all the portals were popped or something. It has a book for you to sign. It actually never got used, but that's fine. Fire resistance potion, and it has a manual. Welcome to the ICE user manual. This is used for A, if your portal goes out, B, if you're in a pinch, C, if you need to get out of the nether because of a life-death situation. Please come back later and put name down in this format. Have a thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah. So that's all it was. And then there is a water thing so you could put yourself out. So that is episode number 4. This is probably going to be a pretty long video. Wow. Oh well. But yeah, so episode 4, then there's episode 5, which we need to go to our base for, because that's where we built another thing. So this will be a lot of moving back. I might pause and go back and forth like that, but I kind of want to just do it all in 1 or 2 or 3 takes. I mean, I already cut once, which I don't really want to do again. Ooh, coughing. And so let's head up here. So yeah, this is what we did episode number 5. We I lost what I was saying. Okay, yes, we built this church, which I think it looks pretty nice. It's a bigger scale version of the church I built on Swan Season 1. I will probably put a picture right here and that's a picture of it. I might not have a picture of it though. So if there's not a picture there, that's why. But yes, here's a church, singing your hymns. Then there's a ladder over here. There's the secretary's desk. You come up here and push those. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I enjoyed building that. Now, where's the next thing? Let me pull back up my list. Oh yeah, it's actually right here. So on episode 6, I started on this project right here, which actually is one of the few projects that I'm not going to be finishing how I thought I would. I'm probably going to fill this layer back in. That'll be the hanger, and I have this nice floor. I think I'm going to keep the wall stone. That's not because I'm lazy. Just I really think it looks nice with that. And I'll remove all these torches later. But this hanger it's an alien landing strip hanger thingy. It looks pretty cool. It was more of a whim build, and it took a lot of this stuff. So, and we also made my banner, which is over in my house. So while I move towards that, I will say the next 2 episodes, 7 and 8, really don't have anything happen. In episode 7, I start working on that tunnel above my house, and then die and lose everything. That's my banner. Then episode 8... What did I do episode 8? That was an update episode. It was just a talking one. I think that's when I announced I was going to be out of town for a while in Thailand. So yeah, the next thing is just over here. Whoa, I'm getting some serious lag. Whoa, what can I turn down? I can turn those down. Yeah, and the fan's very loud right now. So the next thing I did was actually right here, this path. I built this path to my house from spawn. So that's this. And I think it looks pretty nice. Right here it kind of looks ugly, but the rest of it looks pretty nice. There's even a nice hole that Osmus Prime accidentally put there with a creeper. So, yeah. What's next? Oh, the storage system. Okay. This was on episode number 10. I decided I need a storage system. Not a sorting system, a storage system. So what I did was I put the chest down there that leads over to an item elevator, and that squirts up into this thing, and it's actually going right now. You can see it moving. Yeah. So that's what happened next. So okay, I'm about to go sleep, just because I need to sleep, and then we will continue. So this is the tunnel I was talking about that I was building up to the nether ceiling that I died. I actually died building. I dug into some lava and I didn't move quick enough and everything's gone. But on episode 11, we pulled a prank on Joe the Hobo, where I filled his base with glass. I'll leave his reaction video down in the description for that. It's actually kind of funny. But we also put this in the roof. Don't ask me how I did it. Just go watch the video. It's a lot easier to watch than to explain. So I have my face in the ceiling. So yeah. Now the next thing was the hashtag MSquad1year. If you guys don't remember what that was, I guess this episode would have been uploaded on February. It would have been uploaded late because my computer decided to derp out and not let me upload. But what it was for my 1 year anniversary for being on YouTube, I made a bunch of videos all in line. I think there's a playlist, and I talked about a bunch of stuff in that. Yeah, I don't even remember what I did for that, but just go watch it. That's what I did. So remember how I said there was a restaurant that I built, that it's not there anymore? Well, it's not there anymore because now I decided to put a circle in. This traffic circle thing. And it seemed to be pretty popular because, I mean, 3 out of the 4 things were used. I'm probably just going to build a path this way until about over there. Just so that it doesn't like, look, it's I just knocked that torch out. No, I didn't. So on episode 12 we built this, or 13 we built this. And 14 we built this. This was it is a redstone shop. I don't think anyone ever used it. So, orders, let's check orders. Yeah. The orders, they're pretty cool. And I made it so that when you push that button, all of these lights would turn off. So watch, you can see through the glass that'll be right here. They all turn off. And I just liked the exposed redstone look of that. Okay. The next thing that we did was I started work on a racetrack that really didn't take that off. That was probably one of my worst videos that I did, and I was sick and it was just a mess. So what it was, I was going to build a racetrack around spawn, but I didn't. So we might do that next season. I'm not sure. Next, parking garage. Okay. Parking garage was on episode 17. This is going to be a long episode. Wow, like 25 minutes. Take forever to render. But, oh well. So, parking garage was over in my tower, which I built kind of in between a bunch of stuff. I didn't build it. Oh. I didn't build it on camera. I think I may have worked on it on hashtag MSquad1year. So it didn't originally have the spire on it. So down here, this is a parking garage. It originally didn't have that. That was made in a later episode. That was made in episode 28. So, but it has this nice system where the horse goes up so it can't get out, but it's easy to get yourself out, you know, stuff like that. So, then the next episode, okay, this was probably my favorite episode on the entire season. So, Joe the Hobo and Cookie Boss and I all came over to, I guess it would have been over here. And we all pillared up to the top of the world in a way so that we didn't have pillars under us. And I fell a bunch of times. And we jumped to see if we could land on a slime block that we had in our hand, so we would place right before we hit the ground. None of us made it. This was actually a chest where we put a bunch of this stuff, so it would have been right up there. I died twice on the way up, and so I just started pillaring up there first. That's a really funny episode. So you get some good time with friends, stuff like that. I'd recommend you check that one out. So, the next 2 episodes are in the exact same place, which makes it easy for, you and for me. So, what? Let's see. Okay. I was just checking to see. I recently watched an anime called Bleach, and I was seeing which episodes how long it took me to make it, to watch it. So, this is the arena. If you guys haven't seen this, I think we settled on Distributory, or at least he hasn't commented on the name yet. I'll put that back. So, in episode number 18, this is what we built. We did the redstone for Distributory, or finished it. This redstone is quite dense in some places, but I'll have a separate episode trying to explain this. I mean, I could do another episode tonight. I mean, that wouldn't be too bad for me to do. Of course, it'll be like, I could have a pre-recorded upload and a pre-uploaded thing where I just explain this redstone for those of you who want to see it. Yeah, I'll do that. But this is the redstone. It's quite crazy. Stuff like this shouldn't even be there. So, are my turtles being obnoxious? They are. So, yeah, this is the redstone from it. It's quite dense, but it was fun to make. And so, what's next? Yeah, directly upstairs. Right there, actually. Cookie Boss and I actually tried this out, we're probably going to build another one of these maps next map, and the redstone, it's going to be a lot crazier. This was a 4-part, or 4 stages of building. The next map will be, for the redstone, the next map will have crazier redstone. So, it'll be fun. So we had a battle right here on episode number 19, and that was quite fun. So then I think this map's pretty much done. I would like to finish putting some armor stands. This is one of my favorite builds. I really enjoyed building with Cookie Boss. So I think the roof needs patched up. There's some stone every once in a while. It needs patched up, but we can do that later. So, I don't know. I'm just very happy with this build, and I had a blast building with him. I don't know, this is probably my favorite thing I have built all season long. And so, Cookie Boss, without your help, I would not have been able to pull this off, and without my help, you might have been, but I don't know. The redstone was my favorite part. But, I mean, it just looks so cool. Okay, transition real quick. Okay, so here we are. We're about to head up across that path. Actually, we can see it from right here. That right there, that's where we're going to. That is a fire beacon. It is like a tower that you light the top of it on fire. Wow, I get terrible frame rates in this space. Dang, probably all those villagers. Might have to turn off the villager breeder. In fact, I probably should. So this is the tower that I built. And there's a spider jockey right there, isn't there? Yep, there is. So what I would do is I'd come up here, and I would just light this, and I used to be able to see my brothers, but I'm kind of lagging right now, and so I can't. So that was episode 20 where we built this. After 20 there comes 21, and then 22. Now the thing about those episodes is they're not on YouTube. I realized that while I was looking through the video list, I don't have an episode 21 or 22, which is very weird, considering I know I uploaded them. And I remember what was in them. Episode 21. I'm trying to remember which one was which. 21, I did some more touch-up work on distributory, and I worked on that path over there, the other path to spawn. This one right here. Then episode 22, I did a bunch of work on my, like, the lower part of my base, like where I have my potato farm and stuff. And so I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't have those. But this is actually where episode 23 was. Remember this? Yeah, we built this Central Park thing with the nice pass-throughs and creepers. Oh, that's 2 creepers. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I'm running. So yeah, that's what we built on episode 23. I have to go back to my base for 24 and up, so I'll do that. This down here is what I mean by my underground base thing, and that's my source of lag, all those villagers. That's a lot of them. But this is my potato system. I put my raw potatoes in there, cooked potatoes come up from over there, I just do that, and they cook. And then I have this storage system which I also built, where it sorts out that stuff, that stuff, that stuff, and that stuff out of the main storage loop, like where you put it in the chest and it goes up to that silo. So that is my storage system. It's pretty cool. I mean, it works kind of well, and I don't really think I could have done anything different and it still worked. It was fun though. Though, one thing that, probably the last big thing I did, or second to last big thing I'll say, was this bank. I made this in episode number, okay, you're gonna die right now. There you go. I made this in episode number 24. It is a bank. You can see by the money sign. Let's head inside. So it has like the 4 terminals. Originally I was gonna build like a giant like money seller down there, but I don't have time to do that before this reset, so I'm not gonna. Then there's this part up here. It's just a nice little conference room, I guess. And then there's this room, which this is my favorite room in here. It's the most intricately thought out room ever in Minecraft history. So yeah, the next thing I built was over here. It is not this path. This is the path I built a long time before this, actually. I built this path, which goes off to a dark oak biome. That's pretty much it. So then the next episode was episode 25 is when I put that path in. Episode 26 is when I started work on a laboratory. Okay? This laboratory is pretty decent sized. I'll just have to get over to there. And since that's like the last real thing I did. But okay, fine. I said the bank was the last thing. No, the laboratory was the last thing. No, actually, I have the other thing. Okay, my list is so long. I don't know. I've done a lot on this map, and I find it just really cool. And for the time, I mean, the other guys have been on here a little longer, but my schedule is a little different than theirs, so I was able to spend quite a bit of time on here. And about the same amount as them. And I really am impressed at all the work that all of us have put in together to make this map an awesome map. I'm going to take this opportunity now to say to the other hobos, it was a privilege to play with you, honestly. And I'm very, very, very pleased with how it turned out. and I'm excited for next season because it's gonna be even bigger and even better and even more stairs and slabs and such. Oh, I just took damage. So you put the potatoes in there, and a door opens up. I like how this door is because it's not a 3x3, it's a 2-3-3-2, which I just think is cool. So this is my laboratory, and I think, do I still have a bunch of glass in here? Nah, I don't. But yeah, this is it. It has one of those things, a bunch of storage, some of these things, one of that thing. So yeah. Now the next episode is 28. I just did a bunch of stuff, like I put that spire on my tower, I finished the control room for distributory, and let's see, what else? And I built that staircase from my parking lot up to my tower. So this is the main portal, and the last thing we have to go through that to get to. And we actually saw it earlier around episode. What? Did I just get knocked out? Okay, you're gonna die. Oh, I'll go kill you in here. Okay, so I saw that on episode 11 is when we actually visit here first. It's up here. So this is last episode, actually. You guys literally just got this episode a couple days ago. So if you guys don't remember this, welcome to the channel. It's nice to have you guys here. I like how these turned out. Like these cross things. Oh, it's a slime block. I'm not supposed to take damage. And yes, it does look nice so that people fall to their death and I get their stuff. But this is the top hub. It does have a ice kit in here, not the standard type, and it doesn't even have water, but it's here. And there is some bedrock that I didn't place because I can't place bedrock. It was naturally here because that's on top of the roof. So I like how the bedrock is there. It kind of adds a nice touch to it. So that is all that I have done on this map. I am very thankful that you guys could be a part of this journey with me. I'm excited to see what next season's gonna look like. Make sure that you guys keep on putting input in on all my builds so that I don't do something that you guys are like, Imp Squad, that's hideous, why'd you do that? And I'm like, well, you should have told me. And you're like, well, that's not our job. It's your job to make it look good. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you're right. But that is all I have for you for this fine day. This is episode 30. Technically it's 28, but it is 30. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a very nice day. See ya.